It wasn't a tough decision to come up with what I wanted to say. I mean, I am not an immigrant. I was born here, so in terms of how I can speak about it from a personal standpoint, from my youth or something, wasn't available to me. So I just wanted to have an opportunity to mention the inclusivity that I think is required right now in general, and the ACLU to me represents that sort of across the board. And they do really rely on funds from people like you and me. So, and at this time, it's an odd thing because this has been a very celebratory time in my life in terms of my work being recognized, and at the same time, it's sort of dovetailing with a very interesting time in our country. And so, even as I was getting ready tonight, as excited and as honored as I was, I felt the duality of the celebration and also the seriousness of people who are at JFK right now, people who are at LAX, people who are at airports all over the country. It just feels like a grave time. So at the same time, I also feel very honored and proud. So I'm trying to find a place to put it where I can be celebratory and also give the day its appropriate weight. To me, she is an incredibly smart, complicated, not without flaw, human woman, and I find that very relatable. I too am full of flaws and complications, and sometimes I think more and more this is less true. Certainly on television you are seeing such a diverse, complicated character now, more than you used to. So, but still what we've got going on outside of the entertainment industry sort of strikes a little bit of fear. So I feel very honored to have played her, and I don't know when I'll come across a role like that again. I think we should all now be able to speak our minds as we see fit. I do think silence is not golden at this particular time. I do think if you have a platform and a place to say it with a large audience and you can reach further, then you should take the opportunity. But I don't want anyone to feel that they're failing if they're not doing it, or if they forget to, or if they get overwhelmed. It's what happens to you when you get up there, and I could never have said this to you a year ago because I hadn't had the experience, but I have been getting up there more than I ever have, and it is hard to keep your bearings, and when you feel the extra desire to communicate a larger worldview, you do feel that weight. But I think people should do whatever they are moved to do in general.